Good evening, my dear students. So this is sample problem on free fall number 2. Iba siya dun sa sample problems on number 1 kasi ibang case yon. Sa case number 1 ng free fall, yung object ay hinulog downwards. 'Di ba? But in this one, as you can see in the diagram here on the left, case number 2, yung object ay thrown upward. So, syempre, dahil tinrown siya upward, of course, babagsak din siya. From point A to B, B is the maximum height, and then from B to C. So, ito yung case 2. So, mag-iiba ng konti yung ating approach. Okay? Okay. So, tingnan muna natin ano mangyayari sa isang object kapag tinaas mo siya or hinagis mo siya pataas. So, at first, drawing ko lang ulit. No? Letter A, upwards. So, bibigyan mo siya ng velocity. Sa case number 1, 0 yung velocity mo, no? Kasi hinulog mo lang naman siya. So, atras siya nung simula and siya ay nag-free fall lamang dahil sa gravitational pull ng gravity. Kaya siya dumiretso pababa. Pero pag case number 2, kailangan mo siyang bigyan ng initial velocity. Kasi syempre, kung wala siyang initial velocity, hindi siya aangat, di ba? Hindi siya aakyat. So, ganito yung magiging upward path niya, no? So, you will see that I draw the vector arrows na paikli ng paikli. Kasi bumabagal yung velocity ng object. Dahil pataas siya ng pataas, pero hinihilap siya ng gravity pababa, di ba? So, obviously, siya ay mag-i-slow down. Until dumating sa point na marating niya yung maximum height, Ymax. At Ymax, yung kanyang velocity ay 0. So, 0 na ang velocity niya, titigil na siya. Mag-start na siyang bumaba. So, tulad ng sa case 1, sa simula, medyo mabagal pa lang. And then, gathering speed. Okay? Hanggang makarating dun sa point kung saan mo siya nirelease. Magkapantay ang A and C. So, ang aking acceleration ay downwards pa rin, kahit pataas siya, from A to B. Kasi tingnan mo, di ba ang upwards sa y-axis, siya yung positive. And downwards yung negative. So, positive siya, the velocity or the object is going to the positive direction, but it is slowing down. Kaya ang iyong acceleration is downwards, ang iyong g ay ganyan, or negative 9.8 meter per second squared. So, ito naman, sa B to C, yung object ay papunta sa negative direction and speeding up naman. So, negative acceleration pa rin yan. Okay? So, things to remember, ayun, yung B yung maximum height. Sa maximum height, ang velocity mo ay 0. So, madali kang mag-solve kasi VI is not equal to 0. Bibigay sa'yo yan. And then VF is 0. G is negative 9.8. So, ang daming given sa'yo. Okay? Another example or another unknown na pwedeng ipahanap sa inyo ay gaano katagal bago marating ng object yung maximum height. Time at the maximum height, Tmax. Okay, so from A to B, gaano katagal yon? And then, yung time mo sa C, from A to B to C, tatawagin natin yung, TF na lang. The final time, kung saan bumalik na siya sa original position, nalaglag na ulit siya. So, this is actually 2 times ng Tmax. What I mean is, kapag nasa-solve ka ng free fall problem na ganito, yung A to C or A to B, time from A to B is equal to time from B to C. Equal lang yung pag-akyat mo sa pagbaba. The time it will take you to go to the maximum height, and then the time it will take you to go from the maximum height to the original point, go down to the original point, will be equal. Kaya yung overall time na nasa ere, yung object, ibig sabihin, from A to B to C, is just equal to 2 times the maximum height. Ang tawag dyan ay time symmetry. Time symmetry in free fall problems. Another symmetry is the speed symmetry. So for example, if the initial velocity is 10 meters per second, so at point B, 0 siya. Pero it will slowly gather speed as it goes down, such that kapag siya ay nasa baba na, nasa C na, equal niya na yung kanyang initial speed. Pero negative kasi downwards, di ba? Okay? So for example, kukuha ako ng point dito. So ito yung katapat niyang point, di ba? Pag bababa na yung object. So itong dalawang to, equal pa rin ng speed. For example, 5 meter per second. Ito naman, negative 5 meters per second. Merong symmetry sa speed. Okay? So ano ang gagamitin nating formulas for this? Let me just erase them. For case 2, ang gagamitin nating formulas ay yung KE number 1 and KE number 3. So remember, KE number 1 is VF equals VI plus GT, diba? And then KE number 2 is Y equals, okay, I forgot for a while. Y equals VIT plus 1/2 GT squared. Remember, G is G is negative 9.8 meter per second. Hindi yan nakadepende. Hindi ibig sabihin upwards yung motion, positive siya. Okay? I think I explained that a while ago. So, ano ang formula? Paano natin ito i-simplify? So, para mahanap mo, kasi minsan tatanong no kung ano yung maximum height. So, to find the Y max, pwede kong gamitin yung KE number 3. Sorry, number 2 pala yung sinulat ko. KE number 3 is VF squared, VI squared plus 2GT. No, 2G displacement along the y-axis. So, 2G Y. Let's say Y. So, para makuha ko yung Y max, itong Y na to, I will treat this as the Y max. Okay? So, what I'm actually doing is the journey or the path from A to B. Bakit ko ginawa yon? Para mag-zero. Mag-zero tong isa. Kasi if this is the Y max, this is the velocity during the velocity at the maximum height, actually. Okay? So, if that's the case, VI squared plus 2G Y max. So, i-move ko to doon sa kabila, di ba? Or I will add negative VI squared on both sides. Mag-negative na siya kasi nag-transpose 2G Y max. Divide both sides by 2G. Excuse me. Okay, so this is your formula. Y max equals negative initial velocity squared to acceleration due to gravity. And then, another formula, if you want to get the time max, the time kung saan nandun ka sa maximum height, gamitin mo yung KE number 1. So, VF, B final, since we are referring from A to B, yun na yung maximum, the velocity at the maximum height. Yun yung V final mo. VI plus GT. So, since this is 0, VI plus GT. So, magiging negative na siya, no? Kasi mag-add ka ng negative VI on both sides of the equation. Okay? Or transpose, tulad ng alam mo. Transpose to the left, magiging negative siya. GT. How do you isolate the maximum time? Divide both sides by Tmax. No, divide both sides by G. Wala. So, G, cancel. That's your formula. Tmax is equal to VI over G. Remember, to get the total time from A to B to C, you just multiply the Tmax by 2. Sige, mag-solve